This is Dr. K. Raghuram Mohan Reddy. Now I am delivering the course Computer Aided Engineering. The topic is Product Cycle. This is my third lecture in this course. The course learning outcome. Students will be able to illustrate the product cycle stages. Okay, so at the end of this presentation, students will be able to illustrate the product cycle stages. Now let us look into the block diagram of product cycle. Okay, so here there are 6 important elements, okay, and 3 other elements, okay, related to product cycle. Now let us discuss engineering design. Okay, so let us discuss the peripheral. Okay, so it starts with design, okay, somewhere manufacturing. Okay, so in product cycle, design to manufacturing will be the flow. This is nothing but engineering. Okay, at this stage, let us discuss reverse engineering, that is manufacturing to design. Okay, so in product cycle, the engineering is the key thing here. Okay, so it starts with engineering and ends with manufacturing, okay, in principle, but there are some other supporting elements in this product cycle. Let us discuss one by one. In fact, the product cycle do not start with engineering design. Okay, so however, let me read all the components first. Later we'll see which one is the key element and starting one, and how the process will flow and where it ends at the end. Okay, right. Okay, let us start with the left bottom corner. Product cycle starts with product concept, let us say. Okay, why? Because it is in the left topmost corner. Next, engineering design, drafting, process planning, scheduling, manufacturing, inspection, and market. Okay, so process planning is connected to one more box, that is order new equipment and tooling. Okay, that it will be to the manufacturing element. Now let us see the where it starts. Okay, so from this picture we can be easily see this. Okay, so here in principle the 0th one is market. So let us discuss this stage at the end. Why? Because it has end with market also, that is number 8. Okay, so here 1, 2, 7 and 8. Okay, and it has started with 0. Okay, we'll discuss that 0th one at the end. Okay, now product concept is the first one. Okay, so what happened at this stage? Rough idea, that means closed dimensions and parameters will be chosen based on previous experience. Okay, so in one, what happens? Starts with rough idea. Okay, so we'll have to consider closer dimensions and parameters based on the previous experience. Okay, so for any new product, it has to start with some scratch, but if it is any similar product and adding of one feature to the existing product, needs some expertise to change that one. Why? Because already we have some experience in the previous similar project. Okay, so it starts with rough idea, and that rough idea will pass to engineering design department for the refinement. Okay, what will happen? Some mathematical and scientific laws will be applied in order to calculate whether these rough ideas are suitable to the design or not. Okay, so in the design engineering stage, the design process will be applied. Okay, already we have discussed the design process. Now that data will be passed to drafting department. Strictly speaking, the product concept, engineering design, drafting, these three is called design. But engineering design exclusively related to some mathematical calculations and scientific laws to find the exact values. Okay, but however, drafting is also part of that design where, let us see here, 2D drawings. That means here, based on the design parameters and calculations, the 2D drawings will be generated. That is the output of drafting department. Next one, BOM, bill of materials and assembly lists. What does it mean? What is bill of materials? Let us say if the product is a ceiling fan, the product is ceiling fan. Here there are three wings, one, two, three. In the bill of materials stage of the drafting, we need not draw these three wings. Okay, in bill of materials, if we write name and quantity of the parts, that means here name and within brackets quantity. Here the name of the part is wing and quantity 3. So this is nothing but bill of materials. Okay, so bill of materials means if there are same parts, okay, which are to be manufactured or designed with the same, then we need not mention in the drawing also. Okay, we need not draw as many times that it has the product. So simply we have to mention the name of the part and within brackets quantity or number of parts. Okay, right, here it is not similar if the part is same. Okay, right, next, fourth one, after drafting, these drawings will be studied by manufacturing department people. Okay, and those drawings will be converted into manufacturing parts or products or components. Okay, okay, before that, one more is there, process planning. What does it mean? Process planning is instructions regarding how to fabricate a part or product. Okay, so these 2D drawings will be thoroughly studied by process planning department people. These people will instruct regarding how to fabricate a part or product. So definitely we know in manufacturing the machines will be there and operators will operate the machines. But what about this process planning? Process planning department is nothing but a senior people of this manufacturing department deployed to thoroughly study the drafting, that is nothing but drawings. So based on those drawings, these senior people are expert people from this manufacturing unit. So based on their experience and their studies, they will come to conclusion that okay, for this product, these are the machines required. So these are the operations to be performed. This may be the sequence of operations. These many cutting tools required. These many coolants may be required. Okay, so this much temperature need to be maintained. Like that, they will come to one conclusion based on their previous experience. So these people will instruct based on the previous experience regarding how to fabricate a part. That is nothing but in what way that we have to use the machines. Okay, what kind of process plan to be adopted to manufacture a part or product. Okay, right? So even after that also the manufacturing is not going to start. One more department is there, that is scheduling. That is number 5. Why scheduling is here? Okay, we have done drawings, we have made drawings, and process planning department people studied those drawings, and they have established the process plan, that means how to fabricate a part. Then why scheduling here? Here scheduling is very important here. So based on the demand at outside, how many products to be manufactured at particular times, we'll see here. How many products are required at what times? Okay, so scheduling department people will say, okay, by next Sunday, okay, so these many products to be manufactured, okay, these many products to be sent to the what is that called, showrooms, okay, of different areas. Okay, for example, let us say the industry is related to some bikes. Okay, so in Hyderabad there are different locations. Let us say take the Hyderabad and in other Telugu state, Vijayawada and Vishakhapatnam. Let us say these 3 towns. Okay, let us say the plant is located at Hyderabad. Okay, so based on the population and taste, the demand would be vary time to time. So scheduling department people will identify the taste and interests of the public, and based on other criteria, based on the um, interest and advertisements and all these things, they would collect the data from the public, and based on that information these people will instruct, yeah, now we need 3000 bikes to produce in this month. Okay, out of 3000, 2000 bikes should be sent to the Secunderabad showroom, let us say, and 500 to the Vijayawada and 500 to the Vishakhapatnam. So totally 300 units are required. So scheduling department people will give the instructions regarding how many products to be delivered. That means how many products to be manufactured in the stipulated time. Maybe weekly basis, monthly basis, or day wise, or quarterly, or half yearly, or yearly basis. Okay, right. Next, after that information, the manufacturing people will study thoroughly, and based on the scheduling department people and process planning department people instructions, they would have to prepare the machines, and they would have to arrange the layouts of the machines. And based on the scheduling department, they will have to hire, if the demand is more, they will have to hire the machines or some process equipments, and they will have to make some fixes, and they will have to recruit some employees. Okay, so here everything is planned. See, suppose let us take the small example. In canteen of the one engineering college will operate in regular conditions. Suppose the college is conducting one examination in the college premises. Okay, let us say the college is the examination center. So along with the regular students, some other students from outside will come. So based on that, the canteen should operate some more time, and they will have to hire some people to prepare the food in the regular times. Okay, they will have to arrange the food in quantity and in terms of quality. So for that there must be a process plan. So the process plan would be also vary, and based on the scheduling information, the canteen people will have to arrange some additional people, and some they will have to hire some stoves, let us say some 4 burner stoves, 2 more like that for that day. Okay, so for regular production they cannot maintain many machines and many stoves, what are many process elements. Okay, so based on the demand in 1 or 2 times in a month, so they need not maintain all these things in a full scale, so they can go for hiring. Okay, so that is about manufacturing. Okay, so manufacturing people are completely responsible for manufacturing. Real manufacturing process will perform using machines and other equipment by the manufacturing engineers. Okay, so once the manufacturing is done, what is the next step? Whether those manufacturing parts and products are perfectly all right or not. Okay, so for that, the quality of parts to be checked. So that is nothing but check the quality of parts is the seventh stage. Okay, so in inspection, the regular inspection of the each part to be required. Sometimes some samples would be tested. Sometimes almost all the units to be tested. Okay, all the units means parts of those units. Sometimes some components assembly to be tested, whether these assemblies mating conditions are perfectly all right or not. Okay, some clearance may be required for some parts, whether the clearance is good or not. Sometimes some interference may be required. Is that interference is maintaining or not? Okay.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.